All right, as you could tell, we got someone that don't need no introduction. He's one of the best true crime content creators. My brother from another mother, Harsh Reality. Thank you for everything that you do for us, and it's very appreciated your support, brother. Keep doing the great work as always, and we support you to the 100% here in Jrod on Point. We very much appreciate everything you do for us. So I just want to play. I just want to play for ya today's daily dose, Friday's daily dose. I haven't watched the second video, so we're gonna watch it together. But as we could all know, it's gonna be a great video. So without further ado, let's listen to Harsh Reality.
Well, hello there. How is everyone? I hope you're all well on this fabulous Friday. That's it, baby. It's Friday. And do you know what else is fabulous today? You. That's it. You. You're looking fabulous. And we are getting straight into the meat and potatoes today for two reasons. It's Friday, and I want to crack on and get you guys off so you can go and do something more interesting. And B, because I have a feeling that dog is not going to give me much time before it starts kicking off. She's quite the little bugger. Anyway, so what we're talking about? We're talking about, briefly, to wrap this week up, because there's been a few things happening. We are still waiting for the outcome of the court hearing to do with the cameras, to find out what the conclusion of all that was. At the time of recording this video, there has been nothing concluded, nothing said. We still don't really know what's going to happen with that. I kind of expect there not to be cameras in there. I genuinely do, but we shall wait and see. But this is about you. That's it, you. And what I'm talking to and who I'm addressing, or what I'm talking about and who I'm addressing mostly, is the people who are firmly in the Bryan Kohberger did this crime, and the rest is history. And I did a video very similar the other day that just tackled, the fact that we have people who are just unwilling to accept that there is an alternative. But look, with the recent statements made by Steve Gonsalves, and for those of you who have seen that, and if you didn't, go watch my video yesterday, it talks about it a bit more in depth. But it does raise some huge questions. It raises some questions about how someone so close to this, as close as you can get, literally a parent of one of the victims, talking about this crime and talking about the way in which it's being handled. And it's now, I think, we come to a point where there's content creators who will not seem to accept or even want to go anywhere near the fact that Bryan Kohberger could indeed be innocent in all this, or there just could be a bigger picture, and perhaps Bryan Kohberger is just part of a problem, part of a bigger situation that happened at 1122 King Road. Or indeed, just the investigation itself has been tainted by the fact that there are other things going on in the background that have took priority and made it be investigated and handled in a manner with which it wouldn't have been had the circumstances been different. And what do I mean by that? There is a lot of things going around Moscow, Idaho. And one of the biggest things that I know other people have touched on, we haven't spoken about it before because I just want to look into the background of it and see where this was going to go, looking at the financials of it. And this is to do with the acquisition of Phoenix University. And this is the University of Idaho, looking to acquire this university that has quite the checkered past. And they basically want to turn this university into basically a money generator for Moscow, Idaho. That's the whole point of it all, Idaho. And they're looking between now and 2030 to, they believe that this deal could generate another 150 to 180 million pound or $1 million, a year in revenue. And that's a lot of money. And you have to kind of consider what a business such as the University of Moscow, what they would be willing to do, or overlook or have their hand in to make sure this went forward. And the thing is with this, it's all about timing, because this has literally just been given the green light. If I go onto here, let's just pull this over. So this is literally the University of Idaho's acquisition of University of Phoenix. A good idea. And it says the University of Idaho got the green light from the state's Board of Education Thursday to pursue a $550 million, that's $500 million, for the University of Phoenix, for a non-profit whose enrollment has been plunged amid chronic allegations of illegal recruitment and marketing practices. This university has got problems of its own. And ultimately, there's a lot of people who do not believe that this is ever going to work, because it is what it is. And even though this deal might make people forget about the issues at Phoenix, ultimately Phoenix University is Phoenix University, and it will eat itself once again.
I really do appreciate Harsh Reality and what he brings to the table. I really do appreciate, because again, here, once again, we've been talking about this since the very beginning of this case. And I do appreciate Harsh Reality talking about this, because this is a reality that we all facing. Is a bigger power, which is the private corporation, that it has full control of this locality that is called Moscow, Idaho. The University of Idaho has absolute control of all decisioning around the locality of Moscow, Idaho. I've been telling ya that if y'all want to know who's king, is the University of Idaho. Who's queen? The administration of the city, town of Moscow, Idaho. That's the queen. Moscow, Idaho is the queen. The University of Idaho is king in Moscow, Idaho. As we all know, Moscow PD has multi-million-dollar contracts with the University of Idaho. The victims in this case are students for the University of Idaho. The killers of these victims are students from the University of Idaho. So you're going to tell me the University of Idaho is not going to do everything on their power, especially having a weak government administration influenced by money being God. In God we trust, right? So you trust in that dollar bill in your pocket. So you're going to tell me that Moscow, Idaho, knowing that they could lose millions and millions, let's say billions of dollars in the long run, if they lose the University of Idaho and its entities, you're going to tell me that administration is not going to bend their arm and comply with whatever the University of Idaho is advising? If you don't think that that's possible, you should check the reality that you're living in, where it's confirmed that the government